Hey, y'all. Let me tell y'all about my journey of being a serial killer to now being a nurturing mother. Serial plant killer and nurturing plant mom, that is. My earliest memory of me gardening is when I was somewhere between 5 and 8 years old. I used to help my grandma's landlord, who lived upstairs from us in St. Albans, Queens, New York. At around 14, my foster mom allowed me to create two gardens in her yard, a flower garden and a fruit and veggie one. She allowed me to do this so that I could use it as a tool to manage my trauma and mental health. Unfortunately, I don't recall staying long enough to see the fruits of my labor. In my 20s, I helped the owner of my son's daycare to create a small fruit and veggie garden as a project for the kids. Some plants grew, and I was so proud to see the fruits of our collective labor. Later, I would go on a streak of killing all of my indoor plants. I would constantly forget to water them, and when I'd remember I drowned them in water, they would get sick and die. When I started to reflect on my experiences, I noticed a pattern of neglect, tending to them as a response to crisis or sickness due to lack of care and depriving them of the proper nutrients and food to survive. I realized how much this mirrored my care for myself over the years. When I bought my house in 2023, I started to manifest my desire to have my own home garden. It wasn't until this year I acted on it. Since I've been growing carrots, garlic, callaloo, yellow zucchini, tomatoes, cucumber or okra, sorrel plant, thyme, rosemary, basil, mint, Carolina Reaper, and more. Shout out to my Jamaican honorary auntie for helping me get started with some of my baby callaloo, tomatoes, and yellow zucchini. I kept them alive and I nurtured them, and now they are growing fruits and veggies. I started a few from seedlings and I made a rookie mistake and didn't properly label them. Now I'm playing a guessing game with some. LOL. Today I was able to harvest some of my Jamaican callaloo, and it was so rewarding. I nurtured my plants, educated myself on how to address issues, and acted on it. I poured into my plant babies, and I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor, literally. Unlike life, when you pour into your garden, there's a much higher probability that you'll see the fruits of your labor.